This is what we're talking about today, guys. Okay. Today is the 2 portal, the first of this month in this Aquarian energy that we are swimming in. So, I wanted to first just talk a little bit about what is all about this energy, what you may be feeling, why it's relevant, why it's important, and what it means for the days and weeks ahead. And then we're going to jump into a crystal bowl sound bath activation meditation. And two incredibly beautiful bowls have elected to join us today for this very special um, journey that we'll take together. So, if you are not familiar with me, I am Katya, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what is going on with the energetics, the cosmic, solar, and physical energetics of what's happening today. Because there is definitely a different energy around days like today, okay, where it is what you would call a portal. And these days, there is special energetic codes that come through to support us on our journey as we are evolving as a race, as individuals, as humans on this journey through time at this really special time on the planet. So, with that said, what's going on? I've made notes as usual, so I have a few things that I'd really like to share today that I don't want to forget. And so, let's begin. So, what you may have noticed, and what I'm definitely feeling today, is this very clear, distinct energy of like push and pull. And this is so indicative of the frequencies of two, right? Duality, polarity, black and white, left and right, good and bad. There's so much of that. But what it also means is there is a destabilizing feeling around it when you're being pulled and pushed, or yourself, you are pulling yourself in one direction or pushing towards something else. If you're in the middle, think about that midpoint of two energies, or even like you're in the middle of a rope and you're being pulled one side and the other. You're feeling the tension on both sides, and in the middle it kind of feels wobbly. Like today, my own experience of this energy and the frequencies today is very much a feeling of destabilizing, is a perfect word to put it, but it's very much even playing with time. So it's in fact impacting our experience of linear time, which is dissolving. But on a day like this, that push and pull is kind of making it feel like at the same time it is speeding up. So time feels like it's going fast. And that's more that masculine kind of driving forward, moving ahead, right? Full steam, charging forward with things. And then the feminine, or the opposite to that, which is much more kind of like relax, like kind of take a step back and feel into it and just kind of take it a bit slower. So I'm definitely feeling that today. There's a sense of things moving quickly, and at the same time there's feeling of a need to just go at the pace that feels not just doable, but feels grounded, right? And so this is kind of the weird kind of swirliness of the energy today. And it's very much a telltale sign of where we are right now in terms of this beginning of 2023. This, okay. And I do want to point out one thing as well, that the reason that we are feeling this pulling and pushing is because we're at a phase where we're starting to come into balance with both of those energies, because you can't be in a relaxed kind of flow state all the time, but you also can't be in a state of constant pushing or moving towards something. And what we are coming into as human beings at this time is a balance of both of those, so that we have an ability to navigate in a way that feels aligned and effortless. And when we need to be able to step into action mode, we are right there because we're following inspired action. And when we need to kind of slow down and navigate some things from more of an intuitive perspective, then we are in doing that as well. So it's a beautiful dance. It becomes a dance between both sides. And for a long time, we've been conditioned to forget about, perhaps the intuitive side and just go, 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 go. focus on action, focus on doing. And we talked about this, I guess, a couple of weeks ago, where there's definitely a shift now moving into, okay, yeah, we have to do, but what are we doing? How are we doing it? Who are we doing it as? Meaning, are we just following instructions and doing things because we've been told we have to do them, we should be doing them? Or are we actually doing things, whatever that may be, whether it's a chore or tasks or our job or our career or things we do within relationship? Are we doing those things because we're feeling inspired and pulled towards them, like naturally being pulled in that direction? Or are we doing things out of obligation? Right. I like to say it's either obligation or inspiration. And we want to let go of those things that are feeling so much about obligation, because that is the old paradigm. That's what we're stepping out of. That was what we've been leaving behind since 2020, or closing the door on it in 2019. So we're in this phase now, the real Aquarian age, which is about freedom. It's about liberation. It's about creativity, ingenuity, inventing new things, new ways of being and doing. And in doing that, you have to take the first steps, which is where we are right now, learning how to do this newness. How do we do the new human dance? And so a big part of it is balancing this push and this pull, this relax, this go within ourselves. And as we each do this, we are doing this collectively as well as a planet, not to mention everything else that is going around in its own way, finding its own balance per se with all of the systems and the structures that we have allowed ourselves to be led by. And I guess for the most part, we have built our lives around. So everything is kind of like destabilizing, so we can find a new rhythm that is in alignment with our true biology, our true genetics, the true blueprinting of who we are as humans and what we are as a collective, and what this planet is as a playground for all of us. So I wanted to ask you before we jump into this meditation, look at your own life. Like, where are you feeling this pull? Like you're feeling pulled towards something naturally. And then where are you feeling pushed? Like you are pushing to get there, whether it's something that you feel like you have to do, or it's something that you're feeling like you're should do or are kind of obligated to do or you have to do. Take a look at those. I'm going to quiet these guys down. Because those are the areas where you're going to need to reevaluate and sit with it in your heart, not in your mind, but sitting with it in your heart to be able to identify, okay, what do I want to take forward with me into this new creation, this new life for myself, forgetting about everybody else for a moment, because it starts with you. What do I want to create for myself moving forward into this new world that is available? And the energies that are coming through today, and really it bridges, it's like a 3-day span, started yesterday, at its peak today, and then it continues tomorrow. It is all energetics and coding for our blueprints to support us in doing that, making this transition easier, allowing us to find our stable point and grounding into that so that, yeah, okay, this is how I'm going to be now. I'm letting go of feeling so damn pressured, feeling like if I don't do that, if I don't finish it by 5, like my whole world's going to fall apart. Keep one thing in mind: everybody on the planet is going through this reevaluation process. So if you're feeling like, well, how on earth could I ever suddenly start to let go of feeling like I have to have things done in a certain way or by a certain time or whatever the explanation is. Remember that everybody, if everyone is going through the same thing, then everybody is opening up and loosening the grip on the rigidity around how things have to be done, when they have to be done, and are opening more into flow. And so if you step forward and say, you know what, I thought I was going to have that for you today, it looks like I'm actually going to have that ready for you tomorrow. Thanks for your understanding, and move on with your day and don't stress about it. You will probably find in every single case that when you follow what feels really authentic to you, especially when it comes to timelines and commitments, that if you honor that, listen to that, and then act upon that. So, what is that? That is a perfect example of like the twos, right? The duality, the push and pull I talked about, the intuitive guidance as opposed to the pushing and forcing. You listen and you tune in and say, wow, okay, I actually don't feel like if I was to honor that quote commitment and have this to them by 5 o'clock, like I said, I'd be pushing myself beyond limits. Yeah, maybe I could do it, but man, as I feel now, I would not feel like I'm really going to be able to do it um, in full form. I'd be pushing, I'd be struggling, I'd be efforting to try and get it done. It probably wouldn't be done the best way possible, but I could do it. Let go of that. Instead, you're using that intuitive knowing, you're tapping into yourself and saying, okay, in a perfect world, and phrase it like this for yourself. This is how you know. In a perfect world, how would it unfold? Well, in a perfect world, I'd maybe get it to them by 10 a.m. the next morning, because that would give me a chance to maybe even just take a nap right now, or just close my eyes for 15 minutes and listen to some music and just relax because I'm feeling a little wound up, or I'm feeling tired, or I'm feeling like everything is just happening and I want to just chill out for a moment. Or it would allow me to do that meditation I want to do, or it would allow me to go for a walk outside and just calm my mind and connect with nature. And then, whatever the story is for you, then after a good night's sleep, I know that I'd wake up feeling refreshed and maybe I could address it first thing in the morning. If you followed through on those kinds of moments of inspiration that come to you about tasks and timelines, you'll find that even in this hypothetical story, that if you said that to someone, they would most likely say, oh, you know what? Don't worry about it because I'm tied up until tomorrow at 11 anyways. So that would be perfect. You will always find that that's the case. Try it. Let me know. In fact, message me if that's ever happened to you. Comment below, send me a DM, but this is how it works now. And so when you honor that, you're going to find that things work out so much easier for you, because that is going with the stream of this new universal energy that is available and what we are building our life experiences on. So if you don't follow that, you're going against the flow. You're going against not just the flow, but look like you're swimming upstream in a river, right? Is it hard to swim upstream? Yeah, you can get there. Of course, you have legs, you have arms, you could swim, you could push against the water, but isn't it easier just to flow downstream? Yeah. So that's what we're talking about. So the energies that are coming in today are all here to support that. So at first, they may make you question why you are feeling like you don't want to follow the norm. You don't want to do things the way you've always done them. And that's for good reason. They're here to do exactly that. It is here to get you to slow down and question and feel into and then lean into what feels better. Does that make sense? Yeah. Tell me, does that make sense? I'm looking for some input here. Okay. All right. All right. It sounds like it makes sense. Beautiful. Okay. Let me see what else I wanted to share. Okay. So we are basically learning to integrate these opposing energies because they are opposing, right? The push and the pull, the being drawn to something or forcing something, or relaxing into feeling what feels better for me, or plowing ahead anyways mindlessly because this is just what I said I was going to do. That is what we're integrating, because we do need to have both forces. We came to create, right? As human beings, we incarnated from spirit into physical form so that we could have experiences of creating. And we don't just create with our mind. Like, everything begins in the mind, hands down. That is where it starts. And that's where it always will start, universally, not just us here on this planet. But what has to follow? Action. What is the thing that keeps us from taking action when we are inspired to take it? That's the mind. So it's this game of unwinding or deprogramming the mind so that it no longer stands in the way of you being able to receive that intuitive guidance, that um, direct knowing that is coming from your soul. The information is available and we're getting it all day long. It's just so often we are blocking it by opposing dialogue that happens in our mind from the ego, which is there very playfully to sabotage us every single time. And so more and more people are becoming aware of this beautiful playmate we have upstairs between our ears. And now is a time, this moment here, January, February, the spring, this whole bridge before we go into full stream solar energy in the summer, this is the time when we're kind of getting our legs. We're getting comfortable and we're learning what it feels like to start saying no to old ways of being and integrating this power so we have it in us to use for our own desires and truths and to begin to learn to create in this way. I think I've mentioned before that I do have a new course that is coming that's all about creation and creating from this place and learning all the ins and outs of that and how to harness these energies. So if that's something that interests you, drop me a DM. It's not ready yet, but it's going to be soon. So let me know and you can be one of the first people on that list. We'll put you on the waiting list until then. But it's a big deal because we are officially let go of the old way of being and creating. And so these energies are here to support us to kind of get a head start. All right. I think that's it for now. That's enough. So if you're feeling destabilized, you're feeling a little unsettled, I'm calling this period right now, it feels like out of time again, like not running out of time, but just like in and out of this regular time space reality that we're in. Like it really feels like some moments time has been standing still. And in other moments, it's very quick. Like if you look back long term, I go, wow, like the week went so fast. But at the same time, this day is going slowly. So it's expanding. Time is expanding and it's contracting at the same time. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do an activation meditation. And if you've ever done one with me before, then you know what this is going to be like. They're always different, but what I can tell you is that there is a tremendous amount of energy available. There is a tremendous amount of presence, divine non-physical presence with me and with us right now as this is being recorded and played for you. And it is entirely up to you. I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, I'm going to activate all of your DNA strands and you'll be a fully enlightened being by the time we're done. That's not how it works. Okay. What I do is I act as a conduit and I bring forth, there is an agreement between myself and the other aspects of me and you and anyone who feels called and drawn to be here for this or anything like this that I would do. And what comes forth is like offering a buffet to all of the soul's higher selves, monadic aspects of you, and anyone who else is present now or later that you can come and they can choose from and use that to integrate into your blueprint, however your highest aspects see fit. Okay. So this is a way to show up at the table. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to worry. Am I doing it right? Is there something I'm missing? No, just relax. Just be open. That's all you have to do is just be open and willing, and the rest takes care of itself. Sometimes, in fact, many times, most times, people feel something, whether it's in the physical body or something you may see or intuit, but it doesn't really matter what your experience is if you feel or see or do or don't of any of that. Okay. Just know that if you were called to join and be here, you're in the right place. You're going to get exactly what you need. All right. So just relax. I'm going to have a bite of apple. Mm. Mm. And some water. And I'll just show you these two bowls that we're playing with today. Let me move this out of the way. Okay. And it's interesting because the bowls that were selected, I didn't choose them, but they came forward because of you. They're the perfect combination of crystals to help with that balancing, that rebalancing, that restabilizing, and really integration of everything we just talked about. So I'm glad you're here. All right. Let's go. And it was pretty cool because as soon as I sat down and turned on my screen, the time was 2:22 and 2:2. So it's very much aligned today for us to be sharing this experience, and I'm delighted to be sharing it with you. All right. Here we go. Wow. Just get yourself comfortable. Begin to relax your body. And start to take slow and deep breaths in and out. Breathing deeply and slowly in through the nose and out through the nose. Imagine your breath is just like the tide coming in off the water. As you breathe in, the water rises over your legs and your torso. And as you exhale, it pulls back down into the sea, pulling away any stress, any tension. Just relaxing. Keep breathing in and out. With every breath in, you're expanding your heart, expanding your lungs. When you exhale, you're letting go of anything that feels like tension and melting yourself into a cloud beneath you. Feel yourself becoming part of this cloud, losing touch with your physical body, holding very still. Keep breathing. Notice that as you breathe, you're becoming your breath. The edges of your body continue to disappear, fading away and blending with the cloud beneath you. front of your eyes, you notice the number 2. As you lay there, you see this number before you in brilliant white light. You trace the shape of the 2 in your mind's eye and just keep tracing it. Notice the shape of the 2. It almost resembles a cobra. The head of the snake at the top of the 2 as it arches and then curves down to the earth and straightens behind itself. See this 2 in front of you and continue to trace the shape of the 2. And now see a second 2. 2 2s in front of you. Notice where in your body you feel the sensation of these 2s. Holding very still, what do you notice? Put your attention on your belly now, in the area below your navel. Allow your energy to build there, as if you're drawing all of your energy in from any other part of your body or your thoughts. Pull them all into this area just below your navel. See a swirl there. A swirl that moves and matches the sound that you hear. Now, in this swirl, you notice it's a vortex. It has the shape of a cone that points outwards from your belly and is an opening like a funnel to receive things from the outside and to bring them into you. And now you bring these 2s down from in front of your eyes, down in front of your belly. And you're going to allow whatever speed they may wish to travel for these 2s to make their way into your belly and accumulate in the space in your torso. Because now it's not just 2 2s, It's a wave of twos that goes on into infinity, filling within your belly. See all of these beautiful white crystalline twos accumulate in your belly. Notice how it feels to have them swirling in your belly. Notice how happy they look, how playful they look, dancing in your belly. And now on the count of 3, you're going to take a breath in, and as you exhale, you instruct them to move wherever it is in highest alignment for you and move throughout your body. 1, 2, 3. Watch them move, gently flowing through your system, finding their way to exactly the right spot, anchoring into a node within your blueprint, settling there and plugging in just like a key. Holding perfectly still, you notice that you are being guided. It's as if every single two is being instructed to go exactly where it needs to go, and you just get to relax, knowing that it is all in perfect alignment for you. Just relaxing, allowing yourself to just lose touch with your physical body and become the twos within yourself. Opening to receive all that is available to you now. Only that which is in complete alignment with your soul's path, the intention for your life stream, cherry-picked for you, and only you by you at this time. Just open and relax. You have nowhere to be, nothing you need to do. At this time, I invite the highest version of myself to come forward. Stand in front of me now as I sit here integrating all of this new instruction, new coding, balancing and integrating all that is truly who I am. I'd like to see myself in my fullest now. Call on your fully integrated self, the you that is in highest alignment and in its highest expression. Bring that in front of you now, like you're looking in the mirror. Show yourself to yourself in the ways that you are different, ways that you have not yet adopted or embodied fully yet. But the finished product, once you have, notice what's different. Feel what it feels like to stand in that body, to look into those eyes. Feel that skin, that hair, that smile, and to experience life through that consciousness. Through that mind, what does it feel like to be in that mind? More confident, more clear, more adaptive, less rigid, less stressed. Not feeling alone, feeling complete and ready and playful and excited and light. Everything in my body just feels fluid, juicy, hydrated and vital. Feeling strong, flexible, relaxed, and at ease, completely fit with ease. Notice what else you feel, notice what you see. Notice what you notice. See a two in front of you now, back in front of your eyes. Watch it rapidly multiply into a row of twos that become a ring of twos that surround you. Like the ring around Saturn, it rotates around you, the planet of you. See these twos as a ring around you now. Each one emanating a brilliant stream of white light, connecting to you at the center of you, and then emanating beyond itself in that ring into infinity. surrounded now by a ring of twos with a brilliant white light beam coming from your heart through the two and beyond into infinity. See that ring. Feel that ring of twos. Feel yourself emanating your true essence from your heart through the ring of twos out into infinity. Hold very still. Be steady. Feel what it feels like to have all points ending at you. You are the center point. You are the center of this universe. See the ring of twos. You become like a radiant sun, beaming yourself, your creativity, your ideas, your creations forward into existence. See yourself and feel yourself as you stand there now in the center of that ring of twos, all beams of light meeting at your heart point. Stand there as your future integrated self, fully aligned and actualized. Feel yourself in that state of consciousness now. You are there. It is done. It is you. Feel it. Enjoy it. When you're ready, you can bring yourself back. You did great. How you feel in this moment is your true self. Remember how you feel now. This is the you came here to be. Not necessarily the one that runs through your days endlessly. This one. You came with the intention of bringing this one into your days. The peaceful, strong, vibrant, endlessly creative, following your guidance, and never feeling trapped by anything. Thank you for joining me, my brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining and bringing your energy, your essence, and your presence. This was co-created, as always, and I appreciate you and everyone who joins here and has the privilege and the ability to tap in at any time. Appreciates you for being here, for every aspect of you for showing up. Take this into your day. Repeat it often. What you receive today will continue to integrate for 36 hours. So relax, drink water, go outside, walk, be with the elements, get sun if there is sun with you, and rest. There's integration to be done. And just open up to your day, open up to your life in the days that follow. We have a lot of highly activated energy coming through in the days ahead. By Sunday, we'll be getting blasted with some more goodness. So take a few moments in that day to be present and just open to the energies consciously. Receive it. And I'll see you next time. Let me know if you enjoyed this in the comments below. And let me know if you didn't. I look forward to doing this again. Send me a DM if you want more information, if you want to get on the wait list. And I look forward to connecting with you soon. Bye for now.